Students from the Central Virginia Championship team at Western Albemarle High School. The Washington Championship team from Blake High School. And the Baltimore Championship team from Howard High School meet today on the It's Academic Intercity Championship. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. Welcome to It's Academic, now in its 60th season, and brought to you, as it has been for more than 50 years, by Giant Food and for more than 10 years by Morgan State University. Today, we've got the really important intercity match between the Washington champions, the Baltimore champions, and the Central Virginia champions. They're all competing for a share of $3,000 in scholarship money from Giant Food. So, let's meet the teams. We begin with Central Virginia's Western Albemarle High School from Crozet, Virginia. Hello, Karen. Let everybody know something interesting about yourself.
Hi, my name is Karen, and I'm a senior at Western Albemarle High School, and I've been on our scholastic team for all 4 years of high school.
Beautiful. Hey, Will, what's up with you these days?
Hi, I'm a senior as well, and I'm going to college next year at the University of Wyoming.
Awesome. That's wonderful. And Mackenzie, introduce everybody to yourself.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie. I'm also a senior, and in the fall, I will be going to the University of Colorado.
Really good to have all of you guys here, and we are going to begin in this opening round where questions are worth 20 points, nothing off for a wrong answer. Western Albemarle, first question. Say hello, kids. Hidden in this cheerful greeting is what name for the Norse god of mischief?
Loki.
Yes, it's Loki. A salary, blame, honors. Someone who is culpable should receive which of these?
Blame.
Yeah. January 31st, 1958. On this date, the United States put into orbit its first Earth satellite, Explorer 1, which discovered what radiation belts surrounding Earth and named for a scientist.
Mackenzie, do you have any idea?
I don't have an answer.
The Kuiper belt.
No, it's the Van Allen belt. Carotene, ambergris, lanolin. Which of these is a fatty substance obtained from sheep's wool?
Carotene?
Sure, carotene.
No, the answer is lanolin. Even flies have ears. This warning comes from what West African nation where Dodoma is capital?
Tanzania.
Yeah, Tanzania is it. Western Albemarle, 160 points. Let us now meet the Washington Championship team from Silver Spring, Maryland, Blake High School. Hello, Olivia. Tell everyone about yourself.
Hi, I'm a 17-year-old senior, and as this is my last year with It's Academic, and wow, my last game ever, I would like to thank everyone who's gotten me here over these past 4 years, specifically our coaches, Mr. Caulfield and Mr. Kleena, all of our wonderful history teachers like Mrs. Rowe and Miss Wagner. Thank you so much, guys. And I'm proud to say that in the fall, I'll be headed to the University of Missouri to study journalism and political science as a stamp scholar.
That is just so fabulous, and make sure you stay in touch with us and we'll see what we could do for you. Hello, Theo. What's going on?
Hi, I'm a 16-year-old junior, and I would like to thank Giant Food for their continued support of this program. I would like to thank all our frontline workers who have helped us get through the pandemic. I want to give a big shout out to our alternate, Zachary Kennedy Musimi, who's been helping us prepare for today, and he's been working just as hard as everyone. And I want to thank Olivia for being such an amazing captain, and we're going to miss her next year.
That's beautiful and very thoughtful. It's good to have you again, Theo. And finally, last but not least, Peter. Hello.
Hello, I'm a 17-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank our friends, families, and teachers for helping prepare us for today.
All right. You know how it works in this opening round, so let's get right to it with your first question. What you can really find here is what last name of the first European child born in America? Her first name was Virginia.
Conferring dare.
Dare.
Final answer, dare.
Yes, it is. Very thin, enthusiastic, involved in crime. Which of these phrases best describes someone who is emaciated?
Conferring very thin.
Very good.
Final answer, very thin.
Very thin is correct. January 28th, 1986. The United States suffered a terrible space tragedy on this date when what space shuttle exploded immediately after takeoff?
Conferring the Challenger?
I think so.
Yes, Challenger.
Okay, final answer, Challenger.
It was the Challenger. A dervish, a banshee, an ogre. According to Gaelic legend, which of these is a female spirit who wails outside a house where a death is about to occur?
Conferring a Banshee.
A banshee.
Yeah.
Final answer, a Banshee.
You've got it. Rather than get up and do a bad dance, stay put. This advice comes from what small D-initialed country located on the Horn of Africa?
Conferring Djibouti.
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 Final answer, Djibouti.
It is Djibouti. 200 points, Blake. Time to meet our Baltimore championship team from Howard High School in Ellicott City, Maryland. Tyler, tell everybody about yourself.
Hi, my name is Tyler Wynn. I'm an 18-year-old senior at Howard High School. In addition to its academic, I'm a member of the HOSA, varsity tennis team, NHS, Chi-M Music Honor Society, National Science Honor Society, and I am the secretary of the Do Something Club. I'd like to thank our coach for being supportive and always pushing us to be better.
And how do you juggle all of that, Tyler?
I'm not sure.
That's the right answer. Who knows? But you do it. You muddle through. Will, how are you today?
Hey, I'm Will Tom, 16-year-old sophomore at Howard High, and in addition to its academic, I play varsity soccer. And I'd like to thank the sponsors, Morgan State and Giant.
Beautiful. Thanks so much for that. And finally, last but not least, hello, Adam. What's up with you?
Hi, I'm Adam Herman. I'm a 14-year-old freshman at Howard. In addition to its academic, I do Model UN, and I'm in the book club and the German club.
Wonderful. Well, gentlemen, we shall begin our opening round. Here's the first question. Pardon nervous diners. Stay calm, and you can name what California mountain pass named for the settlers who were reduced to cannibalism after being trapped there in the 1840s.
Honor?
Donner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Donner it is. Grumpy, dopey, sleepy. Which one of these Walt Disney dwarves could best be described as peevish?
Grumpy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's Grumpy. December 7th, 1787. Pearl Harbor wasn't the only important event to occur on December 7th. On that date in 1787, what Middle Atlantic state became the first to ratify the Constitution?
Delaware.
Yeah, Delaware.
It's Delaware. Good job. Due process, elastic clause, statutory insert. Which of these phrases is often used to describe the implied powers given Congress by Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution?
Elastic clause.
I'm thinking elastic clause too.
Yeah.
And you thought correctly. If the full moon loves you, why worry about the stars? This reassuring proverb comes from what North African country where the ancient city of Carthage was located?
Tunisia.
Yeah.
Tunisia is correct, and you have gotten 200 points for this round. Okay, teams, it is time for the picture perfect round. In this round, questions are worth 20 points up or down, 10 points off if you pass or fail to answer. Okay, Western Albemarle, here's your first question. This Parisian department store is named for what French marquis who came to the aid of the American colonies?
Lafayette.
Lafayette is it. What is the minimum value of y on this parabola?
I think it's 0.
Agreed.
0 is right. That's it. Bland, amiable, and homely. A 1930s cookbook used these words to describe what vegetable, the failure of which once caused a famine in Ireland?
Potato.
Potato is right. Humble and homely. Here, President Herbert Hoover hands a medal to what U.S. Navy explorer and aviator who set up the Little America base in Antarctica? Answer?
We'll
In
pass.
3? Oh, okay. The answer is Admiral Richard E. Byrd. Western Albemarle, nice job. 210 points. Hey, Blake, you're up for the picture perfect round. First clue. In 1869, the Union Pacific and the Central Pacific Railroads linked up at Promontory Point in what present-day state in what was called the Wedding of the Rails?
Conferring Utah.
Utah.
Final answer, Utah.
Yes, it is. For what value of x is y equal to 0?
Conferring.
Conferring, it's going to be 6.
You sure?
Just the top one, just to
Okay.
easy. Yeah,
Final
6.
answer, 6.
6 is right. You got it. Cross the river before you tell the crocodile it has bad breath. This warning comes from what Asian country, the most populous in the world?
Conferring China.
China.
Final answer, China.
Yep. Near the end of World War II, American troops stormed through what German defensive line, named for the mythical German hero who slew the dragon Fafnir?
Conferring.
I have no clue.
Do you want to pass this?
Grendel? I guess pass.
Pass.
The answer is the Siegfried line. Blake, you did a good job, 250 points. Picture perfect time, Howard. Here's the first one. When a number of fish swim together, they are commonly given what S-initialed designation?
School.
Schooling.
Yeah.
That's it. What is the ratio of the area of the rectangle to the area of the large inscribed triangle?
Are you guys thinking 2 to 1?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, good thinking. 2 to 1 is the answer. People should pursue what they are passionate about. These are the words of what contemporary businessman, CEO of SpaceX and Tesla?
Musk.
Musk.
Yeah, Musk.
Elon Musk, it is. This is what military officer, American military officer, and engineer who supervised the construction of the Panama Canal.
Are you guys thinking Guffels?
Go with that.
Yes, it is. Nice job, Howard. You've got 280 points. None of these teams does this preparation for its academic alone. So let's meet the coach from Western Albemarle High School. Who's with you, Karen?
We have our coach, Mr. Stresbeck, here with us today.
Mr. Stresbeck, great to see you. You have a pretty good team here. Tell us about them.
Well, my three students that are here are all seniors. I've actually been coaching Karen since the 8th grade. I brought her up because she was playing on the middle school team, and I thought she was going to get bored if I didn't bring her up to the high school to play with us. So Karen's been on the varsity team for 4 years, but she also came and played some tournaments with us when she was in the 8th grade. Mackenzie and Will have also been a really important part of this team. They're irreplaceable, and we're going to miss them a lot. And I feel privileged to have been able to coach them.
Well, that's beautiful. And of course, we feel privileged to have them here. It's wonderful to get to know all of you guys kind of, intimately over the course of years of doing its academic. Thank you so much for being with us, Coach Stresbeck.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, Western Albemarle, time for the packet round. In this round, questions are worth 20 points, nothing off for a wrong answer. And if you get all the questions correct, there's a 25-point bonus. So let's do it. Here's the first question. Although Edgar Wallace wrote over 100 adventure stories, he's remembered mainly for his movie scenario about what giant ape that climbed the Empire State Building?
King Kong.
King Kong, yes. During World War II, England tried helping British prisoners of war by smuggling maps and money to them inside what board game where fake money can buy boardwalk?
Monopoly.
It's Monopoly. Coleoptera, Hymenoptera, Edentata. Social insects such as honeybees and wasps, which have a division of labor in their communities, are classified as belonging to what order of insects?
Hymenoptera.
You are right. The ancient Egyptians drank red rather than white wine, according to evidence found in the tomb of what young king discovered in 1922?
King Tut.
You've got it. It is King Tut. Things came together for what Irish poet who wrote, "Things fall apart, the center cannot hold," in his poem, The Second Coming?
Yates.
You've got that right too. Nice. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as an integer.
I think it's 500.
500 is right. A history major studying the Army major who plotted with Benedict Arnold would be writing about what British officer hanged as a spy by the Americans. Answer?
No answer.
I'm sorry?
Oh, we don't have
Nelson?
an answer.
Oh, okay. No. It's Major John Andre. Good job, though, Western Albemarle. You're up to 330 points. Let's meet the crew that helps this team from Blake High School. Olivia, please introduce us to them.
Hi, so today I have with me our coach, Mr. Caulfield, our assistant coach, Mr. Kalina, our principal, Mr. Sinclair, and our amazing alternate, Zach.
Well, hello, amazing alternate Zach. We'll start with you. What's it like working with these guys on the team?
We built a lot of chemistry over the years, so it's just great working with all of them.
Hey, Mr. Kalina, what do these kids mean to you?
Well, I actually was on It's Academic myself 30 years ago, so for me, this is just a chance to relive my youth. But I hopefully it helps them out, and it seems to be helping them out in terms of their performance. So I'm very proud of them.
And remind people what team you were on.
I was on the Rockville High School team back in the dark ages.
Back in the dark ages. Thank you, Mr. Kalina. Thank you, Mr. Sinclair, Mr. Caulfield, and to you, Zach, thank you. Blake, it's your turn. Here's the first question. Amazing Grace is a hymn, but Amazing Grain is the title of a book about what starchy crop that is the staple food in many Asian countries.
Conferring rice.
Rice.
Final answer, rice.
Yes, it is. In 1937, Frank Whittle whittled away at air travel time by inventing what sort of fluid propulsion engine, now standard in most large planes?
Conferring jet.
Jet.
Final answer, jet.
It is. Here's your science question. Pound of gold, pound of silver, pound of lead. Which of these has the greatest volume and lowest density?
Conferring
I think gold.
You sure? I think lead's pretty dense.
Yeah.
less
so
density.
We want the
yes,
least
go ahead.
density is
Gold
gold.
then.
Okay, final answer, sorry. Pound of gold?
No, it's pound of silver.
Okay.
Women can now vote in municipal elections in what Mideastern country whose capital is Riyadh?
Conferring Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Final answer, Saudi Arabia.
You've got it. What American poet was famous for ignoring punctuation and capitalization in works such as Tulips and Chimneys?
Conferring E.E. Cummings.
Yes.
Final answer, Cummings.
Yes. Here's your math question. Evaluate this expression, giving your answer as an integer.
Conferring 2,000.
2,000?
Okay, final answer, 2000.
It is 2000. A Viking coalition called the Great Heathen Army was finally defeated in 878 by what English king known as the Great?
Conferring
No, Alfred.
Yeah. Okay, final answer, Alfred.
Yeah, it's Alfred. Nice job, Blake. You've got 370 points. Well, there is a team behind the team at Howard High School in Ellicott City. Tyler, why don't you tell us about them?
Along with us is our principal, Mr. Novak, as well as our coach, Dr. Bowling. In addition to his academic, he coaches the boys and girls varsity tennis teams, teaches AP Statistics and AP Calculus, along with his daughter, Olivia.
Well, Dr. Bowling sounds about as busy as you are, Tyler. Dr. Bowling, who's with you?
This is my daughter Olivia, the lucky charm of the Howard team, and she's watched Tyler for 4 years on the show because he's been on our team for 4 years, and these guys have done a great job, and they're competing hard, representing Howard High School like they always do at the best.
Olivia, you going to be on the show? Are you going to be on the team when you get older?
I want to be.
All right, I bet you'll do well. We look forward to it. Thank you so much, Mr. Novak, Dr. Bowling, and Olivia. I guess we'll probably see you next time, and we'll see you in, I don't know, what, about 8 years or something?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Oh, and I don't know how this happened, but we nearly missed you, Samara. You're the alternate on this team. Why don't you tell us about what it's like working with these guys?
Well, this is my first year on It's Academic, and I really enjoyed working with them. There's a lot of team spirit.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Samara. Thank you, Mr. Novak. Thank you, Dr. Bowling. And thank you, Olivia. We can't wait to see you on the team. Okay, so your good luck charm Olivia was here, guys. Let's do this packet round. Here's your first question. Near the end of World War II, the USS Bunker Hill was attacked by what sort of Japanese suicide pilots?
Kamikaze.
Yeah.
Kamikaze is right. One result of global warming is the abundant growth of what skin-irritating plant whose three-leaf clusters cause intense itching?
Poison ivy.
Poison
Is that what
ivy.
you guys are thinking?
Yep.
The dreaded poison ivy, yeah. Here's your science question. Temperature, volume, entropy. Every spontaneous process in nature is characterized by an increase in which of these properties?
Entropy.
Entropy it is. Orbiting 157,000 miles above Saturn is what moon that's named for a two-faced Roman god?
You guys want to go with Janus?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, it's Janus. Though the mortality rate in Hamlet is high, what character survives to say, "Good night, sweet prince"? Answer? In 3, 2, 1, it is Horatio. Here's your math question. What number would come next in this numerical sequence?
24.
No.
Yes.
27.
Oh, yes.
27.
You are right, it's 27. Nice save. A mighty sword named Colada was used by what medieval Spanish hero whose original name was Rodrigo Diaz de Bivar?
You guys have any clue?
Not really.
The answer is El Cid. Howard, you have done a great job. You've got 380 points. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the lightning round. In this round, as you know, you've got 45 seconds to answer as many as 10 questions. They're worth 20 points up or down, but nothing off if you pass or fail to answer. Are you ready, Western Albemarle? Here we go. All your answers must begin with the letters T-O. That's T as in Tom and O. In 3, 2, 1. The Statue of Liberty holds this in her right hand.
Torch.
Yes, this major European bicycle race began in 1903.
Tour de France.
Yes, this 15th century friar headed the Spanish Inquisition.
Pass.
Torquemada. This type of map shows natural and man-made features.
Topographic.
Yes, this was the maiden name of the First Lady Mary Lincoln.
Todd.
Todd.
Yeah. The capital of this African country is Lomé.
Toga.
Correct. In physics, this is a force that produces rotation. Yes. This post-impressionist painter did posters of the Moulin Rouge.
Pass.
Toulouse-Lautrec. This is one of your 5 senses.
Touch.
Yes, this is Canada's largest city.
Toronto.
Yeah! Toronto, right at the buzzer. Amazing job, Western Albemarle. You went from 330 to 490 points, earning 160 points in that lightning round. Well done, guys. Time for the lightning round, Blake. Here we go. All your answers must begin with the letters T-R. That's T as in Tom and R. In 3, 2, 1. This is the capital of New Jersey.
Trenton.
Yes, this muscle is on the back of your upper arm.
Tricep.
Yes, this Roman emperor served right before Hadrian.
Pass.
Pass.
Trajan. This lunar sea was the site of the
Tranquility.
First...
Tranquility.
Yes, he's Canada's current prime minister.
Trudeau.
Yes, this is another name for your windpipe.
Trachea.
Trachea.
Yes, he and Cressida are title
Troilus?
characters. Yes, this is Libya's capital city.
Tripoli.
Yeah, Joseph K. is the protagonist.
Trial.
In this Yes, this is the only crime mentioned in the Constitution.
Treason.
Yes, it is treason with 11 seconds to spare, Blake. That's pretty impressive. As was your gain in this lightning round. You began with 370 points, finished up with 550 points. Way to go. Howard High School, you're up for the lightning round. Here we go. All your answers must begin with the letters T-I. That's T as in Tom and I. In 3, 2, 1. This is Detroit's Major League Baseball team.
Tigers.
Yes, Lyme disease is spread by these tiny creatures. Yes, he was the second Roman emperor.
Tiberius.
Yes, the chemical symbol Ti identifies
Titanium.
this element.
Titanium.
Yes, in a Shakespeare title, he is of Athens.
Pass.
Timon, this is the homeland of the Dalai Lama.
Tibet.
Tibet.
Yes, on mountains, this is the line above which trees don't grow.
Pass.
Timberline, this machine titles an H.G. Wells novel.
Time machine.
Yes, this large lake is on the border between Bolivia and Peru.
Tiwanaku.
No, Titicaca, he is the young crippled boy in Dickens's A Christmas Carol.
Tiny Tim.
Yes, just in time for the buzzer, it is Tiny Tim. Howard, you did a great job, 500 points. The scores are now official. We begin with the Central Virginia team from Crozet, Virginia, Western Albemarle High School. Karen, Will, and Mackenzie get $750 for their school from Giant Food and 490 points. Way to go, guys. From Howard High School in Ellicott City, Maryland, our Baltimore championship team, Tyler, Will, and Adam, $750 from Giant and 500 points. And this year's Intercity champion, the Washington champions from Silver Springs Blake High School, Olivia, Theo, and Peter get $1,500 for their school and 550 points. Really amazing. All of you are amazing individually and collectively. To watch you work together as a team is really beautiful. This has been an extraordinarily difficult year, and you all excelled, not just in school, but in its academic. To take all of the time to continue to strive to make it to this point is really, really something. And we're so glad, we're humbled by your quest for knowledge. So thank you so much for being with us this year, and thank you at home for watching. I'm Hillary Howard, so happy to have you as a part of the It's Academic family. See you next year. Bye.